randomly fall through a platform in any given stage and die. All right, so I have that going. All right, horizontal's up, I just need to get vertical up. And yes, there should not be game volume yet to confirm. I'll turn it on when the time is right and you'll understand why. Seeing if I don't get distracted though first. All right. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Turn on my vertical feed. As soon as the vertical feed comes in, we'll start the stream. All right, I think we're good. All right, let me just pop out my horizontal and vertical, and we'll be ready to go. Well, then I'll enable the sound. Okay, so this is horizontal. Vertical, and then Twitch chat. All right, who's ready for some Kuso gaming? You don't get to see a lot of this type of gaming in this stream, so enjoy it while it lasts. All right. Yeah, thanks for streaking, Sparky. All right, I'm gonna turn down the sound a little bit. So I'm breaking my good music rule, except for Game Vote. Game Vote is kind of a banger. All right, let's go. So how are y'all doing? Let's see if I remember anything. Oh yeah, I got a freaking mastery in this game. That's kind of hilarious, actually. We just started, Bahamut. Now, dying in a minigame does not count as dying, by the way. It has to be like an actual death. So you have to complete all these minigames and find tickets on top of the atrocious, platforming in this game. I am a little more practiced in this than the average person, but that's not saying much, given how random this game is. No. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This will probably be the worst game that I YOLO. I can't think of a worse game I'll YOLO than this. So we're gonna practice this for a little while. We might end it on a lemon drop attempt later. The nice thing is that this game actually gets a little easier as you go on, except for the platforming. The platforming's always gonna be ass, but you get more life bars to work with as you go along, which is kind of nice. Let's see if I remember where I'm going. The answer is probably I don't remember where I'm going. It's gonna take me a little while. When we get to the one, if I'm lucky enough to get to Blue Country, I'm gonna definitely look up a grid for that. I think it's always the one that's away. Or always the one that's furthest away. I could be wrong though. Could always be just the one to the left as well. No. Okay. Oh, okay. I just like found it on accident. I'm gonna have to memorize this at some point. That was lucky. Okay, so the shoe doesn't regenerate if you go in the house. That's interesting. Yeah, the shoes are going to be very important. I just need to remember what sequence of buttons to use. We're probably going to grab it. Ah, hey. If I don't die first, I was going to say we're going to grab a triple shoe charge, probably. So we're probably going to try to keep a triple shoe charge at all times, since this is YOLO, one death will kill me. And the only reason why this is even, in my eyes, completable is because of the shoe charges. If you want to do a Kaiser version of this game, you can go shoeless. I would not recommend going shoeless. I think that it is a horrifically bad idea to play this game without the shoes. So I think it's 3 shoe charges that we can use. Yo, thanks, Jeffy. Yeah. This is a video game of all time. Lucky for me, I got a soft spot for charity though, so it's worth it. So yeah, I believe it's 3 shoe charges. I think you get 6 flights, if I remember how the shoe charges work properly. If I don't, I better learn real soon. And no, we're not crossing the bridge the way Oth made me that time. I'm still mad at him for that. That achievement was kind of bull. But yeah, if you've never played this game, don't. The lemon drop game is kind of amusing in its own way, but you have to get to the 3rd stage, which isn't too bad. So yeah, this game is about a shoe. So this game is about a girl who steals shoes off of a dead person. It makes you think that we're playing as the bad person, you know? Why are we helping a shoe thief escape? That's what I want to know. Also, this is the best track of the game. It doesn't get better from here, unfortunately, but I love this track. I unironically love Gamebridge Gorge. Probably a top 20 track for me. Okay. Well, that's the first attempt. Anyways, you kind of get what we're in for now. You kind of get what we're in for. And it has a lot of levels in it. I didn't think I was going to die in Gamboge, though. I usually use Gamboge as a farming spot. But yeah, that's how easy it is to die in this game. Who aided and abetted the shoe theft? Glinda. They call her Glinda the Good. Is she good because she steals shoes? Alright, so we gotta do this again. Like I said, we're gonna probably memorize a lot of this beginning part. Hey, how are you doing? This whole game is Ozian propaganda for Glinda and Dorothy. They're the bad ones. You get to play as the bad people in this game. That's not true. You do get to play as the Scarecrow, who is ultimately a good, but that's really the only good character. Doing chores and chilling, hell yeah. Everyone wants to think the lion's cute either. The lion is not as cute as he looks. Oh my gosh, the lion's such a baddie. We're playing as the bad guys. It's true. All right, let's see if I can actually like memorize this. I want to say it's always to the left. Except for, oh no, it is always the one on the left. Okay, well that's not bad. That was better than I thought it would be. Are we the baddies? Now, truth aside, as far as a Kuso game goes, like jokes aside, this game is actually quite playable. It's just, it's very quirky. And if you're not doing a YOLO attempt, which I thought this was a very fool's errand, but again, charity, right? I thought to myself this morning, you know, the founder of the Shameless Fun couldn't have played Mario, right? That would have been too easy. Nope. Instead, it has to be this. Alright, I'm just gonna get 2 shoe charges this time. If I'm gonna be dying this early right away, going back and forth 3 times seems like a bad use of time. And you know, after watching Wicked, it all makes sense why Dorothy's wand doesn't do like anything in this game. Glinda probably gave Dorothy the training wand that Elphaba gave her. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Okay. Come on, let me down. No, 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 no. You get your butt down there, Dorothy. We need a lot of bricks for this road. Yeah, that's the other thing. You have to manually build all the roads in this game, which is kind of hilarious. Okay. Okay, I have to make sure my controller's not acting up, because that could be pretty bad. This is very precision platformy. Okay, this song actually does go pretty hard. Oh yeah, there's also no iframes in this game. That was the other thing. Okay, we made it. I want to get more shoes though. Actually, do I need them before? Yeah, I probably want to get another shoe charge. This is going to be a lot. Once we get to Red Country, we have a really easy spot for shoe farming. But until we get to Poppy Fields, this is going to be our shoe farm spot. So has anybody here, like, actually played this game, out of curiosity? Like, has anybody here, like, had the misfortune of renting this game, which, yes, I am old enough to have experienced video rental stores. If not, tell me what your worst game you ever rented was. You know, something where you just looked at the box art and was like, that looks kind of cute, and it was just like, no, no. I think mine, I didn't rent too many bad games. I want to say Gex 64 is my worst, but I actually kind of unironically liked. All right, we're gonna try the Lemon Drop game once. We're not really intending to get it. This is for the fans. Purely for the fans and the fans alone. And again, this will be separate incentive for the Shameless Fund eventually. If we can complete this wonderful game, it'll be worth at least 25. If I complete it on this first attempt, I'll give 50 to the Shameless Fund, but I'm not counting on it. All right, so that's a 7. That's another 7. You got Terminator 2 for SNES. Oh, my friend Spike Vegeta, who's doing SNES Mania, all the SNES games, he did not like that. 4 and 2. This is where we find out how bad Skybilz is at maths, by the way. By the way, so here's another deal right now. While I'm still trying to get a hold of the Social Impact Fund, which is the kind of parent company for the Shameless Fund, for every sub I get during this, not only will I donate $1 per sub, because again, this is the best way I can do this right now without the Twitch charity function actually working towards this right now. I will also do 1 attempt at the lemon drop game, no matter where I am in the game, per sub. And if I win the lemon drop game, that will be another $50 for Shameless Fund. Again, I will hopefully get the Twitch charity thing up and running for that, but I have to hear back from the Social Impact Fund so I know it's going to the proper place. But yes, for every sub, that means if you drop 50 subs, I will do 50 attempts of what you just witnessed. Also, hey, can you please let my husbando go? Please. You know, we've heard of Oko being my husbando. This is my bae in this game. What's up, sweetie? I don't know how I feel about you in 16-bit, but there you are. Sorry, sorry Glinda, like, tried to kill you, by the way. Sorry about that, Whammy. Here, let me put this in the text real quick. 1 sub, 1 lemon drop attempt. Okay. That's right. I have to, whenever I hit that, whenever I hit this menu, I'm gonna go back so I can get this hit back. Whenever I hit this menu, I have to go play the lemon drop game per sub. Per sub. Gift subs, prime subs, any sub, any kind of sub. If it is a upgraded sub, like a tier 2 or tier 3, I have to do as many of sub points as that's worth. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go get tickets in these. I think it might be... Ow! Hey! Okay. No, there was this. Ooh, I don't like this right now. Eat it. Alright, that should refill my health. Not like lives matter, because you only get 1. Also, hey, empty eye. MGI, is that an Arnold Schwarzenegger emote? That's great. Hey, it's for a good cause. I wouldn't do a Kuso game like this if it wasn't for a good cause. There's another ticket in here. I don't know if I have enough shoe charges for this. Ow! Hey! I took automatic damage from that crap. Look at this. Okay, so that's a scarecrow life up there. Come on. That's fine, that's fine. I don't have to go out the top. Oh, it's a macaw emote? Yeah, that seems like macaw. Good retro gamer. right, we have to go. Now the next stage is, so if this wasn't bad enough, the next stage is the worst stage in the whole, well, the worst stage in Yellow Country. And probably a top 3, I'm not exaggerating, top 3 bad stage in the game. Xanathan Farms is really freaking hard, but I want to go get more shoe charges. This is the one where you want to and need to maximize your shoe charges. Otherwise, you are not going to survive this next stage. Okay. All right, Xanathan Farms, here we go. I hate this. So, first of all, everything in this stage kills you. Second of all, you can just fall through a platform easily. So what you're gonna wanna do when you enter this stage, A, have 3 shoe charges. All right, that's like the get the knife, get the knife, get the knife. The second thing is, get on the highest frickin' leaves possible. Third of all, do not, and I repeat, do not trust these floating platforms. Ah, shit. So anyways, this is gonna be our boogeyman stage for a little while. We may have to land on one of those platforms. I think we will. Anyways, I almost hit the Iron Mon reset. We go again. Better attempt though, better attempt. I think we might get out of Yellow Country soon. We just have to get past Xanathan Farms. Like that's, you get past that, you'll make it past Yellow Country. But that's gonna be the next terrible barrier. Okay, let's go. So Yellow Country is actually not that long, which is kind of nice, besides that last stage we just died in. All right, cool. It still bothers me on a weird level that Dorothy's wearing a dead person's shoes that she stole. Poor Nessa. Alright, so it's always the left door. That's the easy way to remember this maze house. Once we get again to Blue Country, she didn't borrow them! She stole a dead person's shoes. You cannot deny that. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes on multiple occasions, alright? The person's body, Nessa's body, was not even cold when those shoes got stolen. Not even freaking cold. And the thing is, that the hardest part of the whole thing is that Alphaba just lost her boyfriend, essentially, or she thinks her boyfriend's dead, and then her sister's dead sister's shoes get stolen, like all in the matter of like one 12-hour span. I'm sorry, that's evil. That is just evil. I'm gonna get 2 shoe charges. I will never watch the original Wizard of Oz in the same way ever again because of that. Although admittedly, I'll probably still watch The Wiz the same way. Hey, Eagle, how you doing? Just take your shoes. All I know is, even if that was the case, Nessa sure as heck didn't give consent to that. Consent's important. All right. So the other thing, I was talking to Oz about this. It's a little different today because I'm only probably going to do 1 or 2 games. If I do a second game, it'll just be a few Castlevania attempts. But I wanted to at least get started on this. The other thing is I want to do y'all remember, I don't know how many people watch I Eat Your Pie. I Eat Your Pie does a thing called, give me a sec. Pie does a thing called 5-hit zooter. It looks like the word shit, so I adoringly call it shit zooter. Well, I want to do a shit, aka 5-hit Mario All-Star Shuffler. And when I say hit, it would be deaths because, you know, it's a shuffler, you take deaths. So it would kind of be YOLO X5, but only because it's a shuffler. Obviously, if I did the regular version, it would only be 1 life across all the games. You think you got the school card? No! Eagle, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Well, please feel free, and I mean this lovingly, to enjoy my misery and relax. Alright, as promised, every attempt gets 1 lemon drop try. For the shameless fun. Every attempt gets at least 1. If you would like to contribute more lemon drop tries, 1 sub equals 1 lemon drop try. It doesn't matter where I am. I can go back in the various countries if I need to. 1 sub equals 1 lemon drop try. If you drop a 10-pack, you get 10 lemon drop tries. And again, at least $1 from every sub will go eventually to the shameless fun. I'm going to keep track of that throughout these Wizard of Oz attempts. All right, that is a 5, so I can go 4 and 1 or 5. I'm probably going to go 5. I'll just go 3 here. 6 and 1. I'll just take the hard 7 to start. Ooh, that's an 11. All right. That's a good opening roll. 10. All right, if I roll box cars here, I might start flipping a shit. That's 8. Dame, don't toy with me. Well, I'm not gonna get excited till I see box cars. All right, so we need 3 and 12. There you go. There's your multiple 7s. But there you go. That's the lemon drop game. It's like we broke it down at one point. It's like a 1 in 10,000 something chance, and I think it was so bad they had to put another ticket in this game. All right, let's go get Husbando. Come on. Come on. Please let hubby go. Please. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go get another shoe charge just because I have to get 2 tickets in the next stage. And they both involve having shoe charges. Both barns have a ticket. You need those to go to the end of the game. Because this is an opportunity to farm more bricks anyways that we need for the roads. Ah, hey! I don't know why the lemons are so deadly. Okay. This one's not so bad. I think the saffron field. Yeah. Again, if we get past the next stage, we're not, you know, there's no such thing as really home free in this game, but it's about as home free in yellow country as you can at least be. The last two stages of yellow country are fairly tame. Whew. Hitboxes, am I right? You know, I don't care for that much. Oh, shoot. I don't know where, I think there's a refill somewhere in this stage. I just don't know where it is. This is kind of dangerous. Is that even working? I don't think that's working. I should probably use Hubby here, even though he doesn't like the saw blades as much. Hitboxes, they do exist. Oh yeah, the oh shit. Okay, yeah. I'm never gonna let Hubby die. I will always let Dorothy die before Hubby. Alright. Alright. Attempt 4, which means we do get another attempt at the lemon drop game. That's our silver lining. No, hitboxes do exist. They're just kind of a suggestion in this game. I always said this game would be easier if you could actually see the hitbox detection in it. Kicking the saw? Yeah, it does work. It's so weird. Yeah, if you have to question it, just, again, look at the devs of this game. I normally don't speak crap about devs. They do wonderful work, especially in my field, but a few screws got a tad loose in this game. Just a tad, you know? I don't know what they were thinking or did not think when they were testing this game. Give me that. All right, so it's always gonna be left again. You never knew you could kick the saw? I mean, you have to be careful because hitboxes on those are like freaking huge, as you saw. You know, I kept missing a ticket in Gamboge. I was just thinking about that, actually. Now I need to remember what hole it's in. Because there's a lot of death in the holes. I thought I was missing a ticket in Gamboge. I'm like, wait, something feels wrong. Yeah, missing a ticket from Gamboge Gorge. Alright, I'm not grabbing a second shoe charge this time, if only as I cannot remember what hole the ticket's in. For some reason, I thought it was in this hole. No, it's in the holes. Oh my gosh, can we get in there? Thank you. There's holes in the mid stage, and I thought it was only for the life, but no, there's actually a ticket in one of them. I just don't remember which one it's in because there's a hell of a lot of death in one. So yeah, if I is it this one? No, it's not that one. No, so it's that one, life, and then I'm trying to remember hang on. Before I reset, I don't know which one it's in, so I need to science this real quick. This attempt's done. I just need to remember what hole this was in, and I need to remember that number. I should have known it wasn't the first one. I think I would have remembered if it was the first one. All right, I lose all my projectiles when I die. Isn't that just great? Okay, so that's a hole, and then we have the life over it. And then what is it this third hole? Or is this more death? Okay, so it's hole number 3. Hole number 4 is death. Okay. So I have to remember hole 3, middle sequence. I'm glad I suddenly remembered that, because I'm like, wait, I think I'm going to be short a ticket, and it's not lemon drop, because the lemon drop's not required to beat the game. So I have to remember it's hole 3. Holes 1 and 4 will get me killed. Hole 2 is the extra life that we don't need. Just a lot of memorization. All right, cool. Hey, let's see how you're doing. MTI, your reaction every time I'm looking at that's making me laugh. It's so good. And also asking about me being well, I'm about as well as I can be playing this game. But I am honored to be doing this for a good cause, so there is that. Come on. But yeah, this is definitely going to... This is definitely going to take me a while. If you do happen to make a donation, by the way, because there's no way for me to track that right now, I'm still working on that. I've been in talks with the Social Impact Fund, which is their parent company. I'm getting a second thing now that I know where that is. As soon as I do that, because there is a Social Impact Fund on the Twitch thing, but there's so many programs underneath it, I want to make sure it goes... Oh, I forgot to go in the maze house. No wonder why this was quick. I'm like, something's wrong. That's all right. We are back here anyways. But yeah, it's a wonderful charity. It's very important to me. Love the cause, love everything that they stand for. So I am more than happy to subject myself to this for that. Any jokes I might make aside. I am not officially affiliated with them though. It'd be cool if one day I could be, but they don't really have much of a presence on Twitch right now. So I'm kind of being the change I want to see and kind of taking it into my own hands. One of the things that actually inspired this, does anybody remember Trans Am from last year? This kind of falls in the same vein as Trans Am would in terms of the cause. Nope, no, 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 no. Oh, this is not good. That's right, there's a life for Phil down there. Oh my gosh, I actually got that my first try. Speedrun would love that. But yeah, as you can see, there's no iframes or invisible frames in this game. So the lack of iframes makes this game kind of ridiculous to play. Okay, so that is death. That is a life which we don't need. And we are gonna go down here. There we go. All right, cool. But yeah, if y'all have any questions about that, let me know. I will do my best. I don't have, again, because of my not official affiliation, I don't have kind of what they would give me at GDQ, which is like a pitch on it. So I have to kind of do my best to interpret. But yeah, so far our community's raised over $200 for them since the beginning of this year. So hell yeah. But yeah, if you do donate using that direct link, we'll go on the honor system. Just let me know how much you donated, and I will also lemon drop for that as well. I am willing to subject myself to this for that nonsense. Heckin' lemon drop game. Ooh. Oh, come on! That game's ridiculous. That game, don't even try to roll the odds for that game. That game is just, ugh. And yes, I've beaten it. But it's still a very low chance of anything happening with it. All right, come on. Come on. Hello, friend. By the way, thanks for streaking, Lotzi. Didn't even notice that till now. That's a lot. But yes, if anybody's watching wants to know what's going on, one death and we have to reset this. This is one of the harder games out here that I've played. We'll call it harder and less polished, if we want to keep it positive. Funny thing is, I met AVGN last month at MagFest. I'm glad I didn't mention anything about playing this game. He actually did an episode on this that was very much not favorable. Nor would I expect it to be. Alright. Alright, so back in Saffron Fields. I don't want to get saw-bladed this time, so hopefully my platforming is a little nicer, more polished. I didn't think I was going to die in this stage. I definitely underestimated how tough this stage is when you are kind of in autopilot. I think that, okay, that's probably the way you should do this stage. Yeah, that's much cleaner. I like that route. I actually think that was the speedrun route through there too. I still don't like when you enter this, you instantly take a hit. That's a pretty bad troll. I do not approve of that. Come on. I can't. Oh, I was gonna say I should be able to get out from there. Oh, come on! Again, with the instant hit when you enter and exit a room, that's... I do not approve of that. Okay, can we get past Xanathan Farms? Please and thank you. I hate Xanathan Farms so much. There's just no room for redemption in that stage. You either get it or you don't. And it sucks so much. could go backwards, but again, I'm just using this as an opportunity to farm more bricks. Okay. Oh, oops. All right, here we go. And just make sure, again, you kind of wiggle and end up in the middle of each leaf, otherwise you're going to fall through if you don't land exactly on it. Okay. Okay, okay. Are we gaming? Oh, I did not have enough charges. This is bad. Oh, that's a platform? Okay, I don't know if I've ever had to do this stage without shoes at the end. I'm kind of scared right now. Okay. No! Oh my gosh, I got it! I don't know, but we take it. That's not a death. That's not a death. Can somebody clip that, please? Collision detection, am I right? Oh my gosh. That was so good. That could be featured on Instagram. You're gonna want to get the clip on that. Oh my gosh. That may have been the single greatest Wizard of Oz moment I've ever had. I don't know if I was dead or alive, and then I saw that you got past the stage music, and I'm like, yes! Let's go! That's the entire game, Hub. I'm trying to beat this entire game without dying when stuff like that can happen. But yeah, like I said, if somebody can clip that, you will have my gratitude. Please and thank you. Thanks, babe. Off, did you see that? I have played this game a decent amount, maybe not as much as you or Darbian has. I have never seen that. I have never seen that happen. Oh my gosh. That was wild. That was absolutely freaking wild. Okay, if I don't at least get into Red Country after that performance, I'm gonna be very disappointed in myself. All right. So now we have Lemon Trees next. Bum, bum, I don't know why we're attacking cats, by the way. Ow. Okay. Oh, I have to... Now remember, I'm allowed to die as Toto. I'm allowed to do that. I'm just not allowed to, like, die as any of the characters. Okay. Let's go back. Out. This is the one where I remember diagonals being bad. Hey! Yeah, thanks, Hub. Thanks, Health. You know, Oth, I'm surprised nobody's made a joke that they thought they may have ended up in your stream instead after seeing this. Ow. Come on. Well, guess I can't attack the cats. Alright, and this is just all a vertical stage. It's actually kind of less damning in terms of what to expect out of vertical stages. I just have to remember, is there a ticket in one of these? No, I think I'm thinking of the red city. I want to say I have all the yellow tickets, but I'm not sure now suddenly. Oh, also, never, this may go without saying, never land on the fire as Fiero, ever. Ever. It is just a bad idea. You will, like, instantly combust. Ugh. No. Yeah, I don't think I remember a ticket in this stage. Like, going in all these rooms, I'm like, I don't think there's one. I think this is just you're supposed to go up towards the top. I mean, the extra bricks are nice, but unnecessary. Yep, fire bad. Are these just all the same? I think these are all the same. I may need to do some research as to see what makes like an almost perfect bridge, because I don't trust this freaking game in YOLO. Ha! I like how they put a scarecrow life right by there. Alright. All right. Yeah, that's much nicer than the bridge Oth left me with. There we go. Alright, let's go get more shoe charges. Should be the last time we have to do this. Well, actually, we could just easily die on the river. Okay, so we made it out of yellow country is what that means. That's great. Was it attempt 5 and we made it out of yellow? That's not bad. That's not terrible. And again, we're not going to be putting a ton of attempts in today. I just kind of wanted to get my feet wet. I still plan on doing some Castlevania stuff today. That's why I didn't put this entirely under Wizard of Oz today. I at least wanted to practice Yellow Country, and I feel like I got some good practice for this first country behind me. But who knows? Maybe we'll get all a red, too. I mean, what is it? If we beat the river, which is the first stage, and if I'm going to do it on 3 shoe charges, I should be able to do that. There is no stable ground on the next stage we're going into. That's the big problem with this next stage on YOLO. Okay, one more, just to make sure. I still cannot believe I beat Xanthan Farms with a frickin' 0 shoe charges left. clip though. Got a good clip for YouTube, so there is that. Come on. Please? Okay. All right, now time for another pretty unpleasant stage, and they start Red Country off with a bang. Yeah! When I said that this stage sucked, I earnestly meant it. Whoa, 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 let's not do that. Right! There's a ticket down. Did you know there's a ticket down there? Ah, shit. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, you can charge your way through that, except getting that ticket sucks. So now, welcome to our farming spot. We're gonna do this frequently now. This is gonna be where we farm these for the rest of the game. Okay. Now we gotta do the stage for real. Even with shoe charges, this stage kind of blows. It's another one where there's just a ton of unstable... Okay. Wait, there's a second one of these? Oh, I don't... Oh, right. It's this one. I have to remember how to do this, because I do not remember how to do this at all. Maybe Oth remembers how to do this one. I remember it has to do with these arrows. Okay. Right. You can't take any directions from those platforms. That's right. Okay. I have to look this one up. Let me just look at Coughing Rocks as a speedrun. And then I'll just memorize this. Look at these wonderful people. All my friends are from this game. This is how bad of an influence I am on people I know. All right. So let's take a look at this. Well, does he skip that? Maybe Darbian plays it instead. There might be a skip for that, which is kind of amusing to me. It's my buddy Darbian playing this. So good to see his face again, even on a video. Does nobody get this ticket? Darbian didn't get it. Did JSR get it? I guess they skipped this ticket in the run. Yeah, I'm gonna want to go back and get more shoe charges before I finish this stage. No, everybody skips this frickin' ticket. There must be another ticket I'm unaware of then. Alright, anyways. Yeah, nobody gets this ticket. Does JC get it? Alright, I'm gonna fly back to the beginning of this stage. Oh, is my run just gonna end there? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out eventually. Yeah, that one's one I'm gonna have to look up. Because I don't remember. I would have gotten it when I did retro. I don't know if I have the video of when I got the achievements though. So let's see, how much time do we have right now? We have a couple hours. I might do some Castlevania, but I've reviewed Yellow Country at this point, which is great. Now I have to figure out that Follow the Path. Because I will only have time for so many things right now. So let's do some Castlevania. All right. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do some Vania. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this game in like little pieces. We got a good clip though to hype it up though. Okay, so what attempt at Castlevania was I on? I was on 5 for Wizard of Oz. I want to say that this is gonna be attempt 7. Part of this was my desire to want to play a game with better music. So, here we go. All right, who's ready for some Vampire Killer? Here we go. So when we last visited this, I got Dracula on my second try, but it only works if you get it on the first try, you know? Yeah, we're gonna be visiting Wizard of Oz periodically throughout the year, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm amused that I got past the first country so far without taking a death. That was a good first try on that. I even got the proof that I got through the toughest part. I think of, though, in that whole game, I'm afraid of Mauve Castle and Amethyst Mountains the most. And those are both back-to-back stages, which kind of suck. And the fight with Elphaba isn't even that bad. Like, you turn into Bach and you just swing your axe and it's done. It's everything else in Mauve Castle. Come on, Sky. You were doing this before. There we go. Also, have you done any of the Vanias yet for retro achievements? I'm actually thinking about trying the harder Vania set at some point. There's like an advanced Castlevania 1 set. Looked kind of difficult. Oh, this Vania 1 and Vania 3 were actually really good sets. Vania 4 was the nasty set. You wouldn't think Vania 4 would be the nasty set of all of them, but it was. Hey, dude. I'm fine if you keep the crosses up till the 4th level, that your life is just made much easier through it. I unironically like the crosses better for even the mummies on Wicked Child. Yeah, so when I do Wizard of Oz, it'll probably be like the 2nd game in a set again. I just wanted to get a good head start on it today. Make sure I did all the content with that I wanted to. Most of the time it's going to be like a Mario-Vania and then Wizard of Oz. Oh, Oz, I meant to ask you, I probably will need to clean this controller out at some point. I've been getting a lot of phantom inputs on this lately. I think the connection's a little off, which I think there's like gunk in it. Really? Didn't we already replace this controller once? Or have we only replaced the wires? But yeah, I keep getting like phantom inputs in it. Like inputs where they don't belong. It's a shame. I really like this controller. Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like I'm making the input and then I disconnect the cable port. Oh, you mean like in the controller, the cable port? That probably makes sense. Can we replace the cable port at all? Without having to replace the whole controller? I didn't know if that's a thing. Okay. Banana. Banana. All right, then I'll probably replace this one tonight then. This one's not entirely broken. Nice whip through the skeleton. Anybody else see that? I feel like my whip right through him. Boom, boom, boom. This song's such a banger. For an early NES game, so good. Nice section. Ooh. Couldn't get that a little while later. I keep listening to music. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm way behind. I'm like, wait, I'm not speedrunning this per se. This is YOLO. A little different. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I love this game so much. Like, obviously it gets a little squirrely in spots, but overall this game is freaking classic. I still have to try the Bloodstained series. Everybody tells me if I like Classic Mania, I absolutely have to try some of the Bloodstained games. Da, 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 da. All right, so I'm gonna change for Holy Water here. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, da. Ba, da, 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 da. Yeah, the Curse of the Moon, yeah. Also, hey, how are you doing? Dun 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 dun. Ba-dun dun 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 dun. Dun ba-dun dun 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 dun. Just gotta be careful that you don't pick up a different weapon between now and death. That'll ruin your run. That's how my last run got ruined. Gave me a different weapon. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, the YOLO route for this is kind of wild. I actually have to grab the clock in the last stage because there's just too many places where you can just fall into a hole if you don't have a clock. Sorry, Frank. All right, no problems so far. This stage is such a good song. Heart of Fire is definitely one of my favorites from this game. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, dun, dun, ba, da, dun. Such a dork for music in this game. And 3, and Dracula X, and 4. All right, normally I would just move forward here, but the problem is that axe was there for me to pick up. But again, not a speedrun, so I can afford to take the time to make sure I don't oops like that. Again, you don't want to be facing death without holy water. It's a really bad idea. Not only is it important here, but it's also important for the room before death, the corridor of doom. The room upstairs is fricked up. I don't know why they decided to make it. I think Castlevania was originally designed to be a quarter eater. I do remember seeing it in the arcades growing up. So my theory is it was this room above here was just meant to be a quarter eater. Again, just look, be careful about other items. Sometimes those hearts are not going to be hearts, they're going to be other weapons, other sub-weapons. Right here, do not let death move. When I say do not let death move, I mean it. You let death go, you're probably going to die. I've only done this whip only once. Do not let death even move in this game. All right, so now we're going to pick up the clock at the beginning of this, just because, again, the platforming, the hits, it's all atrocious, and you can't take a death and refill for Dracula because it's YOLO. So you have to preserve as much of your health as possible. This is definitely the hardest part of the YOLO run by a county mile. You just got to trust your gut here. That's fine. Just take the speedrunning route here. Do your best. Okay, well now we're gonna have to go get the meat. There is a refill right before Drac, but it's not pleasant to get. So what we're gonna want to do here is this. See, like right there, my clock wasn't working. So we're not gonna have a lot of health here. This is gonna be really hard. I think we can only take one hit to Drac. So this is most likely not going to be a win. But that's okay. We're going to do our best. I prefer to not use crosses on Drac. I whip only Drac. I feel like I have a little bit more control over it. It's slower, but again, it's YOLO. So unfortunate that I couldn't get my clock to work in the last room for whatever reason. Yo, Biggie! Thanks for the 102. Appreciate that, gamer. Oh, yeah. Forgot to do this. Because Lemon Drop's only for a wizard. Yo, thanks, Biggie. How you doing, Biggie? All right, I have to focus here. This is a long fight the way I do this. Thanks, Biggie, for the tier 3 for the 102 years. I appreciate that, gamer. Hey, Biggie, guess what's cooking right now? That's right. You know, that was the closest in attempts ever been. Let's do it again. I think I can get this on the next attempt. I needed one more freaking hit. And I'm not even going to say Drat killed me there. I'm going to say that the final stage killed me more there. I needed one more freaking hit. All right, let's try again. I think I can get it today. All right. I definitely think I got it on this attempt. Yeah, it's just that final stage. I cannot take too much damage on that final stage. And I don't entirely know how to bait Cookie Monster into doing that higher jump. If I had a better understanding of that, I may have been able to get it on that attempt. I think he has like a certain tell, but I'm still trying to learn it. There we go. That was actually better than last time, at least. Maybe if we can clear this soon enough, maybe we'll do a first plus second quest, Zelda, depending on how much time we have. But I don't know how much time we have until food's ready. I want to say we got till what, 5 something, babe? Probably gonna end up doing some Martin YOLO tomorrow. I'm definitely feeling some Martin All-Stars YOLO tomorrow. So if you want to see some Martin, after all the Martin clips that I've been showing, y'all might want to be ready for that tomorrow. I'm probably gonna try to get started a little bit sooner tomorrow too on that. We'll probably do... I can either do Mario Shuffler, which is 5-hit. 5-hit, not 5-hit. Why do I keep saying hit? 5 Death Shuffler, or I can just do some regular YOLO All-Star stuff. But before I do that, I probably want to do individual games first, so I'll want to do like Mario 1 and Lost Levels to practice. Yeah. Well, I need a more clever name than for 5 Death. Feth. Just like the Fatal. Yeah, I've been having fun with SMW lately. But yeah, I need a clever name for 5 Death Shuffler. All right. YOL 5X. Yeah, that'll work. That's actually pretty good, Oth. Yeah, shufflers are very unforgiving. I think expecting myself to do an entire all-star shuffler on 1 life is... that's a little unreasonable. Pi tried for a little while, and Pi's pretty competent at the games, and I remember seeing him do that and going, But I do believe 5 death is probably possible. But I don't. Boom, boom, boom. I've just been practicing Castlevania 1 lately, so I'm like, I would like to just finish this while I'm kind of polished at it. By the way, I'm still trying to get a hold of Tantrum to see if maybe we can get the YOLO shirts. Why did I do that? That was one of the decisions I could have made there. That was my fault. That's fine. We'll try again. That was only 6 minutes. Alright, I have to actually pay attention when I'm doing those jumps in that stage. But again, first 2 stages aren't rough, so I should be able to get back there, no problem. Well, I got the speedrunner's dream, I got the stopwatch. But yeah, welcome y'all. We started off with a little bit of Wizard of Oz practice today for YOLO. Yes, that is a game I'm actually going to try to do for a good cause on YOLO. Actually, that's a first try bat boost for me. I am getting better at this. All right. Really good kill. Wow, nice. The other thing I could do, I got about an hour and a half left till my food's ready. I could also try Blazing Streets of Rage too soon, because I have enough time for one of those attempts. Those are like an hour and change. All right, cool. I'll say Ada, it's nice to see you. Ba-na-da-da. Ba-na-da-da. There we go. But yeah, definitely gonna be doing some art tomorrow. That's what I meant to do before. Yeah, this run's not bad besides the final stage in Drac. And even then, I think I'm figuring out Drac. It's just a matter of getting there with better health. I don't think I've ever seen a boss drop a sub-weapon like that before. Also, hello, Teddy on YouTube. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I don't have to go hitless at least. I don't think I would subject myself to that. I think part of the YOLO challenge is like, you allow yourself a little bit of room for error, but it still looks impressive enough to not lose some semblance of your sanity. Ideally. But thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, welcome. I thought that was going to be a stairs death for a split second. I knew I was going to pay for that one day. All right, we'll give this one more try. We'll give this one more try for today. And then I'll have enough time to try Streets of Rage 2 Blaze. Okay. I just like that jump from the stairs so much. I should just go down the stairs, but I don't want to. So I did Streets of Rage on Axel. I finished it on Axel, and it was only my third time playing as Axel as well, which was kind of cool. Blaze, I've been having issues getting to the end with enough lives. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I made it to Mr. X last time. I just did not have enough health for... The henchman just took way too much health out of me, but I did make it up to Mr. X last time. So, like, I know that that's also... I don't want to say a foregone conclusion, but I feel pretty confident I can finish the Blaze run. But yeah, it's really good to meet you. I hope you've been enjoying. I have more of a presence on Twitch than I do on YouTube, but I've been really wanting to get my feet wet with streaming on YouTube, and I've been working on it for the past couple months, so I have it available in both a vertical and a horizontal layout. I think you're on the vertical layout, if I'm understanding my windows right. Oops. I'll just grab this. But yeah, I'll eventually get this. It's just a matter of, you know, when is my right day for this game. And I play this game a ton, so I'm not too worried about getting rusty in it. All right, can we stop jumping over that? Nope, that's a backwards boost. Oh, Sky, come on. And I should clarify, and this is my fault, it is going to be Streets of Rage 2. I've actually never played the first one. Oh, come on, Sky. Yeah, hitless in this game would be ridiculous. I'm sure it can be done. You also can't do like any of the cool damage boosts though, like I do in some of the stages if you did hitless. Like, it's one of the nice things about taking this route. I want one more try at Cookie Monster today. But yeah, for folks who are tuning in, I'm normally also a night streamer. It's just on Saturdays I play World of Warcraft with folks, so I typically don't stream that. Right now I'm leveling in Burning Crusade Anniversary. Just started that up. It's actually been a lot of fun. I can understand why after this much time, why people like the Burning Crusade so much. I don't know if I like it as much as Wrath of the Lich King, but I gotta give it time. I haven't done any of the raids yet in Burning Crusade, so should be interesting though. So like right here, if we did hitless, we could never do this boost up here, and I love doing this boost. I never used to be great at this either, but now I just kind of get it like 3/4 of the time. Yeah, I love Wrath of the Lich King. Wrath of the Lich King is my favorite. But I think BC is still better than Classic. Oh, geez. Yeah, that makes sense. During the weekends, well, at least during Saturdays and Fridays, I'll stream during the day sometimes. And I always feel bad for anyone watching me from Europe because it's like, I know I'm streaming at ass o'clock for them. You're gearing up for midnight? Well, midnight's supposed to be pretty good. Also, hey, Mr. Dirty Laundry, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. Hope y'all are doing well. I'll say hey, Techie. Been leveling at Draenei there myself. What server are you on, Techie? I'm on Dream Scythe. I think there's only 3 servers. But I'm on the Horde side on Dream Scythe. Yeah, the YouTube VODs definitely help out with that too. So again, because Twitch has kind of been unstable with VODs lately, I'm really happy that I, at least if anything, have been enabling the horizontal layout for YouTube because it's an easy way to catch VODs. Also too, it's another kind of like passive way for me to get income too. So it's kind of a twofold. It's kind of nice. I have to remember to walk off that. All right, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, of course I get a good pattern for if I could have jumped, but that's fine. I'm just gonna take the stairs there from now on. I got on Dream Scythe as well, nice. You play both factions since it's the PvE one? Yo, nice, nice. Yeah, I've always strictly been Horde. I've never really played an Alliance guild. My main on there is a Troll Mage. It's normally a Blood Elf Mage, but because I started on Classic and you don't have an opportunity to race change, oh, this is kind of nice. Streets of Rage is 35-45, trash mobs before each boss. You also play WoW. Oh, that's cool, Teddy. Legion? I played a little bit of Legion. Legion is probably like the newest expansion that I dabbled in. I actually think Legion was quite good for a recent expansion. I always like the classic WoW though. Give me classic through like Cata, and I know not a lot of people like Cata. I have personal nostalgia for Cataclysm, but I think Cataclysm had really good raids. People can find me all day on that one if they want to, because I know Cata's not popular, but I actually unironically think Cata's a good expansion. Yo, look at that! That is a better fight than I had last time on them today. Let's go. You probably would have made Blood. I have a Blood Elf Paladin. I did boost 1 to 58. I'm thinking about boosting a Hunter as well, just because I don't have a lot of time to like level. Like, I'll obviously level my mains. Can't farm ZG after TVC. Yeah. That'd be a good reason to try to go after the tiger. I remember that, actually. But yeah, I tend to not stream WoW just because, you know, it's hard for me to have discussions, like good discussions while playing WoW, but I love talking about WoW. WoW has been a lot of fun for me lately. I chose Horde because in college I played with a friend of mine and he told me if I played Alliance he was just going to do nothing but hunt me down. I mean, I know he meant that kind of playfully, but I think ever since then I just stuck as Horde, which is hilarious. But in my opinion, from my personal experience, people who play the Horde tend to be a little bit on the older side. I don't know if that's still the case, but that was the case back in the day at least. You like Plaguelands at 49? Yeah. Oh yeah, Outa, you were also, yeah, you were talking about the same thing I basically was there. Yeah. Just about how Horde tends to run in older crowds, yeah. Yeah. That's fine. We don't take any damage on Frank's monster anyways. All right, Frank and Igor. Bye, Frank. Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, you can buy a boost. It's not cheap, but you can buy it. I mean, mine came with the, what was it, the heroic pack? You got like a boost. So I boosted a paladin just in case my guild needed an extra healer at some point. Not like I heal. I mostly DPS, but I'm willing to learn how to heal if we need it at some point. Healing's very stressful in WoW. Very stressful. This is a one life. One life. Yeah, this is not a 1cc. We typically only do the 1cc rule if it's a beat 'em up. Because we count the lives as like life meters. Yeah. Yeah, this is flat out one life. Flat out one life. That's a good question though, because not every YOLO's the same. Also, welcome back. We've gotten, oh, come on. We've gotten to Drac a couple times. The stage before Drac, and the stage that rather leads up to Dracula is the thing where I always lose too much life on because I need a couple hits to take against Drac. Healing is better in BC than vanilla, yeah. I tend to like playing characters that I don't have to think much. I always take a hit to that guy, but that's fine. I don't need a ton of hits in this stage to take either. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, but tomorrow's probably gonna be a Mario night. Methinks some kind of Mario YOLO. I know how much y'all like the Martins. The only other thing I considered doing was some kind of Ocarina of Time YOLO. Maybe Ocarina of Time like 3 heart challenge. I don't want it to be impossible, but Ocarina of Time 3 heart challenge YOLO seems like just interesting enough. Not impossible, but just interesting enough. So I could do that tomorrow night too. I'll see what I feel like tomorrow night. It'll definitely be more of a mainline Nintendo night, if anything. What do y'all think? We in more of a classic Mario mood tomorrow or more of a Ocarina of Time 3-heart challenge thing? What is going to be more of a palate cleanser from the Super Bowl that's on tomorrow? I need to be able to defeat Dracula X normally first. Not Zooter, just Ocarina of Time. Just vanilla. Yeah. Just plain Jane vanilla Ocarina of Time 3 hearts. Alright, I gotta focus here. I have a chance this time. Let's go. Yeah, that I usually take a hit from that one if I'm picking up the watch. And then that's usually going to be a hit. Oh my god. Yeah, this is bad. This is messed up. I might be able to get the meat here. Let me see what my... Yeah, this is not good. I do not like this stage. Yeah, I saw that coming. I think I was just screwed there anyways. All right, we can do some Streets of Rage to close out. I would like to do one attempt of this. We'll do this one. This one might just take a little more elbow grease than I thought. Yo, let's go. Yeah, we got some Genesis action going on here. Where is my... Yo, what's up, y'all? We're about to do some Streets of Rage 2. Y'all like Streets of Rage? Oh, did y'all do Skybilz today? Yo, let's go. Yep, we're gonna do some Streets of Rage Blaze. Does anybody have a temp counter for that? I want to say that's at 9 as well. Because we finished this with Axel. But I still want to get a Blaze category going for this. Yeah, I was gonna say, y'all like Genesis stuff here, right? We already did an Axel category of this. This is 1cc, by the way. This is 1cc. So we are allowed to take a death. I'm gonna call it 9. This is 1cc. I'm gonna put this down. All right. Yo, good. Yeah, for anybody showing up from the raids, hello, I'm Skybilz, and we are doing Streets of Rage 2. This is for YOLO. If you don't know what YOLO is, exclamation point, yo, thanks, John. Exclamation point YOLO, if you want to know more about my YOLO campaign. This is about the quest to defeat as many games as possible without taking a death in them. And we've already finished one of the categories for this. We are going to give myself the maximum amount of lives, though, and we're playing on normal difficulty. I'm basically playing from now until when my food's ready, so... Get hype, y'all. I freaking love the music in this game. We got all the way up to the final boss last time on the 1 credit clear, and just, we were so close. We were like a half a life away from being able to finish it up on Blaze. But yeah, thanks to all of the wonderful raiders we had. So we have Stamped Stories, HUDs, and Argic. Well, thank you. Welcome, y'all. Gotta warm up my hands. But yeah, this was one of my favorite Genesis games growing up, and I can't get enough of this game. This game's freaking awesome. No clue who that is, but also welcome, y'all. Again, we're also live on YouTube if you prefer a phone layout as well. And if you're on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, we do all the social media things, so please feel free to give me a follow in any of those places. Yo, Argic and HUDs again, and Stamp Stores, thank you all so much for your raids. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. And hello from across the pond, friends. I actually found out the other day, I have so much. I have way more people watching me from the UK than I thought I did. Way more. Like, I'm like, wait a second, you're watching from the UK? What are you doing watching it like 11 p.m. Eastern? And they're like, oh, my sleep schedule is different. And I'm like, all right, that makes sense to me. You're salty Arg1 round 2. Did y'all do your Sandopolis or whatever repetitive challenge y'all have been doing? By the way, go give all my friends a follow, by the way. Argay, Cuz, Stamp, they're freaking awesome. All of them. World of Illusion. Okay, well this is perfect then that we're switching over to Streets of Rage 2 then. Yeah. Planned, calculated. So, my love for this game, my cousins had this game growing up, but I got more into this game recently when, any of y'all go to MagFest ever? Drex, we got a good Wizard of Oz clip from earlier. I'll have to send that on over to you. We got a really, really freaking good Wizard of Oz clip where I should have been dead and I wasn't. You'll like it. It's a really funny clip. Arga's just a baby in Baby Park, yeah. Oh, right. Y'all have been working on that. That's right. I gotta warm these hands up, jeez. Yeah, I think I can do that for you, Drax. I've just been deleting the ones that we've used, but if the other way or helps you organize better, I'm happy to do that for you. You've been trying to warm your everything up all day. It's been really cold here too. It was so cold here that our, mind you, I live in the southeastern United States. And when you live in the southeast, like every winter storm's kind of a tragedy here because of the lack of infrastructure for said winter storms. Our mail didn't even get delivered today, which is fine. You know, I prefer people staying safe. But like our wind chills are like 12 below, which again, for the southeast in the United States, like that's cold. Mind you, I live in the mountains, but we never get like usually this intense of winter weather here. Usually get like a snow or two. This winter's just been horrible here. By the way, thank you for the follows, y'all. Really appreciate that. Yeah, -10 Fahrenheit, yeah, right. I have to remember to specify with the Fahrenheit, but yes, it's -10 Fahrenheit, which is really freaking cold. Y'all use what, Celsius over there? Those of us in the US, we're the weird ones, I get that. You're in Jersey, single digits, and the wind's been brutal. Oh, jeez. You think that's like -20 Celsius? Yeah, I never know how to do the conversions. I feel so silly. I used to live, though, across from Lake Erie, from Toronto, so I used to get all kinds of Canadian broadcasts. So I'm kind of used to the Celsius. I just don't know how to convert it over. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in Canada when I was a kid. A lot of time in Canada. I don't live there anymore. But I'll tell y'all, even what we have nowadays, like, this is nothing still compared to what I had to deal with in Buffalo when I lived there. Now that shit's cold. Oh my, this whole game is Oops All Bangers. I love the music in this game. I don't think there's a bad track in this game. There's good and better. But yeah, I was born and raised in Buffalo. I moved to the Southeast about 11 years ago? 10, 11 years ago at this point. I think 2015? No, 2014 is when I moved down here. You have a couple of these tunes on your phone. This game's so cool. I still have to play Streets of Rage 4 at some point. People kept telling me I would love Streets of Rage 4 if I loved this game. We're at the same level as Newfoundland, and the only reason why we're not hacked by winners because of the goal. That is true. Even Toronto got much less hecked by winter compared to Buffalo. It's just, Buffalo is just on the wrong side of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. If you've never had lake effect snow or ever had the experience of it, be thankful you haven't. The Great Lakes is one of the most brutal places to experience winter here in the US. I always tell people, you want actual winter, go anywhere along the perimeter of the Great Lakes. Oh wait, Cake, is that where you're from? I got family in that area. Yeah, that's awesome, Cake. Again, close enough in my opinion. If you're anywhere from upstate New York, that's close enough to Buffalo. Well, welcome. As a fellow upstate New Yorker, welcome. But yeah, now I live in the South, in the mountains in the South, but still in the South. Because I'm a weenie and I can't handle winter anymore. Well, I've lost track of myself on the screen there for a sec. All right, let's get a little bit of a stun lock, shall we? Oh, very funny, Biggie. It's really nice to meet y'all, though. It's one of my favorite things about getting raids is getting a chance to meet new people. And I know everyone from all the wonderful communities that raided us. Like, I know y'all were gonna be great. You all should go watch Argic and Huds' last appearance on GDQ, which, by the way, because I don't want to steal too much thunder from Back to Black, so I didn't mention anything about it, but we have Mercy Kill Resurrection coming up on Tuesday. It is a special. The show's not entirely back, but it does come back occasionally for specials. So Mercy Kill Resurrection on Tuesday. We have Supersonic _ and P's SMB. That's going to be exciting to have back. Oh my gosh, Cake! I thought I did remember you. My gosh, those are 2 names I haven't heard in a while. Dang. This is probably one of my least favorite enemy styles in the game, is the ones that take to the air. Just gotta be patient. All right, there we go. That's stage 2. All right, everyone, get those music emotes out. We're going to Dreamer. This is my favorite track of the game. So good. So freaking good. Oh, I've beaten this with Axel. I'm trying to get this with Blaze now, because it's an entirely different game with the different characters. Yeah, 1 CC with Axel, yeah. Yeah, beat 'em ups, I tend to do 1 CCs. I feel like 1 CCs are a little more obtainable. I don't want this to be impossible. I want it to be obtainable. And I feel like 1 CC is a reasonable ask of the average person. I see you on the other layout, around the other YouTube stream, Teddy. Teddy showing some love for both the horizontal and the vertical layouts. Shout outs to all my YouTubers watching. All right, can like this knife person not like ruin my groove? Get out of here. Oh my gosh, Sky. That's okay. We know where an extra life is in here. As long as I don't lose another life beyond that, that's fine. Get out of here. You already took enough from me. Okay. I actually don't play Tekken. I play Mortal Kombat. So I could answer that. I play Mortal Kombat, I play Soul Calibur 2, I play Smash. I don't do it often, but I play them. I used to play Smash competitively back in college, but Unfortunately, I got old and my hands just couldn't handle it anymore. I cannot stress this enough. Take good care of your hands, y'all. That does include wrists and forearms, absolutely. Don't be like me and play competitive Smash in college without compression gloves. I'm hoping before the end of the year I have my own personal compression glove brand. Oh, I forgot about this frickin' screen. Alright, there we go. I'm hopefully gonna start lifting soon, though. So that should help out a little bit with this. Want to make sure you get rid of the signal before you get the life. This boss. There we go. That's what I have to say about your bad hitboxes. All right, there we go. Kind of have to beat Zamza at his own game. Let's freaking go! I struggle with that boss too. That was a good end to that stage. Now it's time for Do Baseball. Biggie. By the way, Biggie, did you see the picture I sent you from last night with Corn Club? What a rude rack. Somebody said that was Biscuit Jr. doing that. No, are you talking about the gravy one or is there another one? Oh, come on. I hate it when I get stuck doing that. There we go. There we go. Oh, this frickin' I always forget about this screen until it happens, and it just makes me feel sad. There we go. That's probably the best I've done that screen ever. Playing on fresh hands makes a big difference for me. Make less mistakes when my hands aren't fatigued. Say it ain't so. Here comes Big Ben. There we go. I like how the pull left my hands there. Anytime you see an elevator in this game, it is big trouble. We don't like elevators in this game. We do love a good stun lock, except when it's done to me in the second to last stage. But we do sure as hell love it. We also love a good iframe. Whoa, is that it? No, not yet. I was gonna be like, wait, there's one more trial on this elevator. right, let's go. I gotta be really careful here. This is like where I don't want to take the health quite yet. Okay, now I do. Okay. This guy's so difficult, this Blaze. Yeah, let's go! That was a perfect one at the end. Yes! All right, time for Slow Moon. Yeah, this is good music here. Slow Moon, always a good track. I want to try this game with Max still at some point. It's just I really want the Blaze clear next. Nice thing about beat 'em ups is they're kind of replayable. You have to learn how to master each character. I like that. YOLO's not only about completing a game, it's about how many different ways can you complete it as well, too. That's fun. Yo, Mr. Vegeta, what's up? How are you doing? Apparently we're talking about people in the background of games jorking it to things. I don't make the rules. That's just what's going on. But yeah, welcome y'all. I'm Skybilz, and we are working towards Blaze right now, completing this on a 1cc clear. 1cc clear for our beat 'em ups. Cake. Yo, can I get a shout out for my bud Spike, please? Heck, Orbitus? Wait, how did that go today for Spike? Oh, I have to be Spike's emotional support person soon. Don't worry, if he's gonna make bad decisions, I'm at least gonna be a supportive friend. So So this game right here is a Genesis exclusive, and it's actually one of the arguments where if Spike ever does, if he ever does a Genesis challenge, these are the kind of games I hope he gets a chance to play, are these some of these really cool Genesis exclusives. Not like I grew up with a Genesis, but I played this game at my cousin's place where they had a Genesis, but... All right, there we go. Jeez. But yes, we're trying to get another 1cc on this. We've gotten one with the character Axel. Now I'm trying to get it with my girl Blaze. This is normal mode. Orbitus is a bad game? Wait, a bad RPG? Like, seriously? I didn't think bad RPGs honestly existed. I did not mean to do that. Oh, it's unstable. It's like that kind of bad. Well, I made a cardinal sin in this area. And that's that I activated too many ninjas in this area. Worst dungeon crawler in SNES Mania. Got a tough boss coming up, by the way, and I don't have the sword that I normally like to have on him, so... Not this guy. Come on, Balloon. Thanks for the shout out to Spike, by the way. Appreciate it, mods. Yeah, this guy is actually quite hard to stun lock. And then if you get too close, he does that, which is really cheap. Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna lose at least one life on this guy. Now it's gonna be easy from here, because I can just use my special. Or not, I guess. This guy sucks. Yeah, you have to use a ranged attack. Son of a biscuit. Oh my god, this guy. Yeah, I hate this guy so much. There we go. Get out of here. I just have to have a good 6 and I can bring it back. I hate that boss so much. And I have to face him one more time. Alright. Not happy with that stage, but it's fine. I just can't let myself go on tilt because of it. The next couple of screens really set the tempo for this stage. So I have to make sure to have a good couple screens here. Alright, here comes the 3 birds. Literally, the 3 birds. Condor, Falcon. And of course, I think the last one's pheasant. Aw, this bird. Yeah, pheasant. All right, that's 1 down. Not bad. We get a refill at the next screen. Hey, carrots. But yeah, if anyone wants to check up on the progress of my YOLO campaign so far, !YOLO will take you to where you want to go. And across the YOLO campaign so far, we've raised $210 for the Shameless Fund so far. So pretty good YOLO campaign so far, if you ask me. Oh, my controller's acting up again. I gotta get a new controller. All right, hang on. Let me disconnect and reconnect. I think Auth and I have a theory that the controller port on this is kind of spent. Give me a sec. Okay. Okay. Hey, Ray. this game looks good for how old it is, this one. That was a hard screen. That was a really freaking hard screen, and I think I handled it well. Those ladies with the electro lips, they deal a lot of freaking damage. Okay. Hate Souther. Whoa! What a Souther fight! Wow! Wow! That was freaking amazing! That was an amazing fight. I struggle so much with the Souther fight. All right, not bad. Good stun lock there on Buffet. Far from over, though. This is the hardest stage. Like, the next stage sucks, too, but I argue that this is the hardest stage in the run. Nice screen. Gotta play this big game of chicken now with Enola, because I don't want to activate this ninja. I did Yellow Country today, Medley. I reviewed Yellow Country. There's a really funny clip. You missed some of Oz, Jay. I assure you there's going to be a lot of Oz. That's going to be a hard game to YOLO, but I do believe in the dream. Okay, I have to maneuver them over here. I am not where I want to be on this screen. All right, now I have a very long ass. This gauntlet is the worst part about the game. This is your quarter eater in the game. This whole elevator sequence just blows. It is just massive. If you thought the last elevator was bad, that's nothing. Baseball elevator's easy compared to this. Now, there is a little bit of life on here, but again, you have to kind of know when to use it to maximize it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Come on. Almost had him stun locked. It's hard to stun lock Griffiths. That's fine. That's one of the least defensive things that can happen in this fight. Oh my gosh, Griffiths, you dick. Oh, I'm dead? Yeah. That's how bad he is. He deals like a shit ton of damage. It's alright though. I just have to not go on tilt. It's a quarter health every time he does that. Jeez. Come on. Get out of here. Oh, the music's great. This is one of the worst parts. This is just bad spam. And you want to stay away from the left-hand side of the screen during this. Okay, that's another one. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. That could have gone worse. Right, Sparrow is on this one. And Ibis, the toughest bird. It's just so hard to navigate this screen. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, there's extra lives. We got a ton during this run. Right, there's this screen. I forgot about this screen. Forgot about Soya. But yeah, it's just enemy spam after enemy spam after enemy spam. Okay, there's an extra life. I'm about to use it, but there was one. All right, boss time. Now this boss is hard for the wrong reasons. Those freaking knives, they get in the way of me doing my moves. That's fine. Well, don't combo me. There we go. Boss isn't bad. Hey, Tom. Oh, we got a chance here. Do y'all understand why I do more of a 1cc attempt with this though versus 1 life? Just too much enemy spam for this to be a authentic 1 life. I'll take it. Now this freaking idiot again. Yeah, that guy who took like 3 lives out of me earlier, he's back. Stay away from me. Gotcha. Now it's another elevator. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So now we have Vulture. Yo, Tom, thanks for streaking. Yo, clip that shit! What a vulture fight! That was freaking gold! Now I do expect to die in this fight. This guy sucks. I hate Nail. It's Souther Fight 2, Electric Boogaloo. This one's harder because you don't have any room to work against him. This is such a tiring fight on my hands. This one in particular. Because you don't have a lot of room to work with. That's fine. Okay, not bad. I've had better, but I've had worse. Right, Phoenix now. Right, you. All right. I'm worried about the henchman more than Mr. X. I mean, Mr. X is still bad, but it's not like the henchman. This guy sucks. This is the real final boss. That was my best Shiva fight I've ever had. That was a really freaking good Shiva fight. Damn you for having that amount of range, Mr. X. Let's go! I wasn't expecting that today. We did it! That's another YOLO run. Let's go. That's number 9. Yo, thanks, Biggie. Well, I gotta name it properly now. Yo, Mr. Dirty Laundry, thank you so much for the tier 3 for 7. Thanks for the congrats. Appreciate that. Take a look and let it cook on Skybilz Twitch. Yo, let's go. We did it! We get credits, because credits go to winners. Let's go. Dang, I can't believe I got that just out of nowhere. I was not expecting to finish this one of all of the YOLOs today. I freaking love this game. If I ever did want to learn this speed run, playing Blaze would actually be pretty sweet for Fatal. Yo, thank you. Thank you to folks on YouTube watching too. Thanks for the GGs. I am the best 10 players. Thanks, game. Oth, do I have enough time for Castlevania, or are we good on food? In 15 to 20? I'd probably do Castlevania again. We'll take our ad break here real quick. I'm gonna try Max probably next on this. During the ad break, I just want to see what Max feels like. I know Max is very slow. I just want to see what this feels like again. We're not doing a run. I just had never tried using Max before. Look at this! It's Percival! Yeah, it is! Whee! He's so strong! Is this like butt slide the speed run? Whee! I feel like the freaking Incredible Hulk. I may have to try this at some point for YOLO. I mean, he's very slow. I'm gonna make that known. But like, that freaking butt slide. Look at this, piggy. Whee! You just have to use the butt slide to get everywhere. What kind of sound is that? Whee! Yeah, we're still doing this at some point. This is too funny. Butt slide! It's butt slide %, baby! Just look at that. Look at that butt slide. Oh, this is happening at some point, y'all. I mean, there's gonna be some hard parts in this, like, don't get me wrong, but this is just too fun to not try. Whee! Just waiting. All right, we're back from the ad break. This was actually the screen that was at the one gauntlet. Shame I didn't know how to do this when I actually played the gauntlet. No, you don't booty slide me back. I booty slide you back. He is very slow though. Like if you ever gotta get somewhere in a hurry and you're not ready to butt slide, you're kind of fricked. You have to be prepared to basically booty slide everywhere. It's Percival, like Hyper was saying. This is exactly how Percival feels like. Well, Percival's a little faster than this. Speaking of which, I gotta get better at Knights of the Round, Hyper. I feel like Knights of the Round to make an excellent YOLO. Although, a 1cc might be hard on that one because you only get 2 lives, and I don't know how many extra lives one can get in that game. I may have to do like so many continues on it to keep it fair. I have to figure out what the parameters for that are gonna be. All right, let me just see if I can stun lock her. Can I like do this? Yeah, we have to figure out like what a fair thing. Like I'm just doing this stage and then we're gonna play some Vania before, because my food's almost ready and I have time for a couple tries on Castlevania. We don't have enough time for this, sadly. I just want to see what this boss feels like as Max. Whee! That's how I describe this run so far. It's just whee! Yeah, you better have Max in like the freaking zip code of the freaking food, otherwise you're never gonna make that. Okay, so we got through stage 1 without that. All right, let's do some Vania real quick and then I will break for food. That's cool. I look forward to trying that more in the future. All right. So I'm gonna do a run or two of this, or try or two of this before I eat and get ready for my World of Warcraft festivities this evening. Also, welcome, David. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can right this wrong. And yeah, I'll have to fix my text. I realized it still said Streets of Rage. I think this should be attempt 11 on Castlevania. I will hydrate in between levels. Also, hello. Yeah, I gotta change my text and I need to hydrate with whatever time I have between levels. I can hydrate here. All right. I still can't believe that, what was it? That I did Streets of Rage with Blaze in one try today. All right, let me change this. I think this is attempt 10. All right. There's attempt number 10. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions about that, Mental, let me know. Yep. I am a very big advocate for them. I'm not officially affiliated with them in any way, but that doesn't mean we still can't do good for them. I'm trying to see, because their like parent program is on the Twitch charity, but theirs is not, and they have like 20 different programs underneath the umbrella of that. So I'm trying to figure out a way to reach out to a representative of the upper company and be like, look, is there any way I can use the Twitch charity thing and make sure it goes to the place where I want it to? So that's what I'm waiting to hear right now. The minute I get confirmation from them that everything that would go through that would get funneled to the Shameless Fun program, I will start using the Twitch charity thing. But yeah, we've raised $210 so far, just using that direct link. That's how I've been donating, is through the direct link. If anybody does donate, we're going on the honor system here. Just let me know and I'll add that to the total of what our community's raised so far for them. I'm not gonna like demand like a receipt or anything like that. But yeah, we just completed, I think it was our 8th or 9th YOLO game / category tonight. When I am done with Ironmon, what do we have left? Like 70 seeds of Ironmon? We will be starting Tears of the Kingdom YOLO. That's going to be a long project though. And we're still working on Wizard of Oz as well, which is also going to be a longer project. Wizard of Oz is going to take me longer than February, that's for sure. But I'm still going to try. I just got to be in the mood to get my butt owned. What's Ironmon? M-O-N. It's like Pokemon. Exclamation point Ironmon versus. There's a whole league for that. Banana. Banana. We're also going to be working on some Mario stuff relatively soon. I don't know why I took that chance, but fine. Oh my gosh, Castlevania, like especially Classic Vania, has some of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. So good. But yeah, for so far on the list for this, and again, I can always add on to the list, Castlevania 1, 3, and 4 are all on the list to be YOLO'd. And that is 1 life. That is not a 1cc. Like, that is an actual 1 life attempt. CCs, I'm typically gonna just save for beat 'em ups. I still don't know how I'm gonna handle Knights of the Round. I need to figure out a fair way to do Knights of the Round because I don't think a 1cc on Knights of the Round is either going to be fair. But I'm somewhere between wanting to do Mario tomorrow and doing Ocarina of Time tomorrow. Starting off a 3-heart Ocarina of Time challenge for YOLO. I think a lot of people had said that was kind of interesting too. I think the Mario would ultimately create more clips, so I need to see if I want to be in the mood to have my ass handed to me or if I want to just kind of big chill through Ocarina of Time. Because I think you can... Quote me on this. I think I can do the 3-heart challenge on Ocarina of Time in 1 attempt, especially if I let myself use Neru's Love and Fairies. I think I can do Ocarina of Time in 1 attempt. Unless I put more restrictions on it, which I don't know if I want to. I think I want a big chill on that one. I think the 3-heart restriction's more than fine there. I might ban Neru's Love. That's the other angle I can take. But Neru's Love is a pretty big magic guzzler. I could also just ban fairies and make myself use potions. There's also that. That might be a good compromise, is to just ban fairies, but I'm allowed to use potions. That way I have to be a little bit accountable for the damage I'm taking. I think that would be a nice, chill way to do it still. Still think I can get it in 1 attempt, but it makes it a little more heavy. Authentic food's ready. I just want to finish this attempt if that's the case. And again, if you are new here, I am here most of the time at night, actually. I am Eastern United States, and I mostly stream from 7 to 7:30 to like midnight 1, depending on how I'm feeling that day. Huh? Okay, let me just finish this attempt. Yeah, what Outa said. Certainly. No, we're a really friendly and inclusive community here. I'm very... Also, Jake, I forgot to say, thanks for the 5 streak. Thank you. And again, thank you, Mr. D. Laundry, for the 12 months at Tier 3. Thank you. No, we have, in my opinion, one of the most friendly and inclusive communities around. I mean, for the most part, a lot of us come from the GDQ community, which already is very inclusive. But we do our best to step up our game and do the best we can here. Don't like that. I'm gonna be a little careful here going through this last part. But yeah, if y'all have any other questions about YOLO or the charity I've been raising money for over the course of this year, please let me know. I'm happy to answer it to the best of my ability. Come on, move. So one of the premises behind YOLO is you don't have to be a master of any game, but you have to be pretty good at a variety of games, right? So that's like kind of what I've dealt with my whole life. I've never been like, with the exception of maybe a couple games, like a master of sorts of games, but I'm pretty good at a lot of different games. So YOLO kind of allows me to be able to show off my skill in a multitude of games and genres without me having to be like a master and go for world record attempts like in speedrunning. So that's kind of where I got the idea from. I don't want to do hitless because I feel hitless is too reset heavy. And not only that, one of the things I like about YOLO is I feel like, again, we kind of have that inclusivity where I feel like a lot of these goals are pretty obtainable. So if anyone wants to try alongside me to do some of them, it'd be sweet. Good way to include people. All right, excuse me for a sec. Yo, how are you doing? Just a comment. Good to see you. Yep. Death does not get to move there. Thanks, I appreciate that. There are going to be some games that I'm worse at than others. Wizard of Oz, for instance. Wizard of Oz is going to take me a while to do. I have a lot of practice I need to put into Wizard of Oz. By the way, we're grabbing the stopwatch here, in case anyone's wondering. That was off script. That was not a good idea, but that's fine. Especially when I'm reliant upon audio cues here. Okay. Could have used that up there. That was not good. That's okay. Can I make it work? Probably not. Okay. Oh, I vehemently disagree, game. Well, yet again, I can have one error, which kind of sucks. I can only get hit once, and that was how I barely lost last time, so let's see if I can get a little bit of redemption. I struggle with that stage every time. I just don't have a good clear route through it. Well, that was my fault for picking up the knife, frankly, but still. All right, I have to focus here because I do this one whip only. I shouldn't, but I don't know how to fight this boss the other way. Lost my focus there for a sec. We did it! That was Hitless Dracula, baby! Yes! I struggle with this frickin' boss. Adios, Castlevania. Oh my gosh, that's 2 YOLO runs. Let's go! 2 YOLO runs one day? Let's freaking go! What a beautiful freaking Dracula fight. That was like my freaking jankiest World 6, and then Dracula's just no issue. I didn't even have a multiplier for that fight, which is ridiculous. Thanks, Neo. So that is just a taste of YOLO, by the way. This is what YOLO is. So if you enjoyed everything you just saw, if you're from any of the raids we got, this is the essence of YOLO. It is about goofy moments where I get owned. It is about confusing moments where I don't understand how hitboxes work. It's about epic moments where we are able to succeed like that after some amount of adversity. And trust me, we're going to see a lot of adversity down the road when I start picking some slightly harder stuff and I start doing, you know, some bigger challenges than this. So this is what the essence of YOLO is. If you did enjoy yourself, I am on Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, and I have both layouts on YouTube. I have horizontal and vertical for anyone who prefers one over the other, or if you're on your phone. And then, of course, you're on Twitch. So this is what I do full time. If you find that, again, this is something you can get behind, this is a project you want to support, again, I like to make enough to pay my bills, and then if I have, you know, excess, or if I feel like I can afford to do so that month, I do like to be able to complete challenges for bounties to the Shameless Fund. So that is going to be what I'm about this year in 2026. This is about thinking and dreaming big. So again, I feel like I've sold myself well here, so hopefully I have earned your follow through this demo. Thank you again to my wonderful friends across the pond, Argic Huds for their raids. Thank you to Spike for his raid as well. 2 YOLO games in one day, that's really rare. So I'm definitely going to savor this. This was fantastic. We still have Ironman League coming up. Ironman League is also for Shameless Fund as well. Every time we get 8 badges, it's $25 to Shameless Fund, plus the amount of subs we get, $1 per sub goes to that. So yeah, I am stoked though. So tomorrow, I think I'm either going to do Ocarina of Time 3-heart challenge. We can start that. 3-heart challenge, no fairies. We'll say that way. 3-heart challenge, no fairies. I'll allow myself to use Neru's Love because that's a resource. And then I think we're going to do some Martin this week. So Ocarina of Time tomorrow, Martin this week. And then, of course, I'm going to be putting some Wizard of Oz in there, too. Intertwining some Wizard of Oz stuff. But y'all have convinced me. Maybe I should do Ocarina of Time tomorrow. Especially while I'm probably going to source a controller with tighter inputs. I don't think Ocarina of Time's going to get compromised by this controller because, again, I don't need as tight of an inputs on that. But I will need a better controller with tighter inputs, so I'm probably going to get another PS5 controller this week, most likely, because the controller port on this one seems shot. All right, y'all. Much love. If you are watching on YouTube, I'm going to stop the YouTube recording here, but I do want to say thank you. And to anyone who might be watching this VOD later on, also thank you. So let me end both streams on YouTube. Thank you again, YouTube.